Hello Pilates community. I'm doing a short video series for you all so that you have access to some form of movement, even just a few minutes a day, each day, so that we can all take our Pilates vitamins. So today I wanted to specifically hone in on the thoracic spine and rib cage because this is where our breathing happens. And whether or not you're dealing with sickness right now, COVID-19, or stress and anxiety from social distancing, our breathing is not optimal in this moment. So I wanted to mobilize and organize our thoracic spines just a little bit so that our breathing can be more optimal. So have a seat somewhere. You can grab a chair and place your feet flat on the floor, or you could sit on the floor and go Taylor style if that's comfortable for your knees and hips, or you could sit like this with me on your heels if that's most comfortable. If you're like this, you could either be like this with your heels, or today I'm doing this to challenge myself to really organize my bottom as well. This is not a foot specific exercise, but my whole body is involved. So once you find a comfortable seated position, stack your spine up tall, head over rib cage over pelvis, and just start with a breath. Do a side bend, and I'll mirror you. You can just follow along. You'll take your left hand to your right low rib cage, and then float the right hand up to the ceiling. And I want you to just give yourself a little gentle guidance down with the bottom of your right rib cage as you fan your ribs over to the side. Now this is not a really big side bend movement. We'll get to that another day maybe. But for today, I want to just focus in on mobilizing the thoracic spine. So fanning open your actual ribs as you go to the side. And that's not a very big movement for me if I do it correctly. Shoulders are calm. You can choose one of my arm options, which is up to the ceiling, on top of your head, or behind your head. Inhale as you stretch through your ribs over. Exhale as you return. You're just going to do it at this speed. Not too fast, not too slow. Keeping your gaze lifted. Inhale over, exhale to return. And we'll switch to the other side. So right hand to the left low rib cage. The left arm floats itself up to the ceiling, on top of or behind your head. Keeping your spine stacked, you'll inhale over, fanning those ribs open, exhale coming back. And again, inhale over. Try not to just hinge from the low rib cage, actually moving through your rib cage. Last time here, guidance downward on the bottom rib, inhaling over and exhaling to return. Now keeping that same awareness of the rib cage that we just found, come to a hands and knees position if that's comfortable for you. Taking your hands onto the floor. Now loading in this position, my hand is not like this. I'm spread wide with my fingertips like this. My thumb and my pinky finger are trying to be wide from the other fingers. And I'm placing weight evenly through my index finger knuckle, my pinky finger knuckle, inner and outer wrists. So really spreading wide and loading well through my hands. And then you have a couple options here in this position to have your knees either underneath you or slightly further back so that it's a more arm-loaded position. And I'm going to choose this one for today. But either way, you're trying to start off with and find your neutral position. And you'll know that from our work together previously. But just as a reminder, your neck and head are long, your gaze is lifted, your back ribs are wide, and your tailbone is free. Not tucked and not dumped, but just supported and free. So if you're finding this further position of the knees, let your weight really translate into your hands. And I do want you to hold the position while I'm talking. It's part of the exercise. And we'll just start to check in and make sure our spine is long and supported a little in the abdominals. Let's hinge back, letting the tailbone lead towards the heels. And that's an inhale. And then as you exhale, come forward, back to where that beginning position was, spreading weight through all 4 points of the hand. Not dumping here, not tucking, and not pushing too much into your arms, but really finding and establishing your neutral. Inhale back, letting your tailbone lead the way. Stretching a little away from your hands and giving your ribs the space to take a breath. And then up and over the hands, finding that shoulder supported position. Let's do 2 more. Inhale back, finding that hip crease, hip hinge. Stretch through the ribs. Exhale forward. Just finding that support, keeping the support and the length in your neck. Gaze lifted. Last time, inhale back. And exhale, coming forward. Gaze lifted, neck long, supported in your abs. Slowly climb out of that position for a moment. Just feel your alignment. Now you could either do another set of side bends, continue with that same exercise again, stop the video altogether, or follow along with me to do this one more progression into the series. So now we add a spinal articulation. So coming into hands and knees position again. If you're choosing this version, I'd like you to open your knee position up so that it's wider from your hands. And we start the same way. Find your neutral, establish that long neck, wide rib cage, free tailbone. Inhale, shift back. This time, as you come forward, exhale, let your rib cage round up to the ceiling. Try not to tuck your tail. Stop doing that. So untuck your tail right now and find a little higher in your spine where your ribs are, rounding through there. Start to translate your weight forward over your hands as you let that wave through your spine, unfurling your head, neck, and sternum forward back to your shoulder support position. And just be here for a moment. Make sure your neck is long and you're not dumping down to the ground. Inhale back. Tailbone is free. Exhale, rounding through your rib cage. No tailbone. Rib cage rounds up to the ceiling, waving all the way forward and through over your hands, unfurling your head, neck, and shoulders over your hands. Inhale back. Nice exhale, get all that stale air out of the lungs as you breathe fully, coming forward. Let it feel juicy and easy. It's not going to be easy. We do 2 more. Inhale back, all 4 points of the hands. Make sure your tailbone is free. Mine really likes to tuck under. Exhale, rib cage. Use your hands to help you feel. Pull away from your hands. Unfurl the spine all the way up and over the hands. Take a long breath here. And last time, exhale, no tailbone, rib cage coming up and over. Unfurling forward, just hover here at the end for 1 more moment. Check in all the boxes. Head, neck, shoulders long, strong through your arms, supported in your abs, free in your tailbone, and you come on off of there. Good job, guys. So I'll give you a new video each day if you want to check in. There's information in the description box below this video for remote sessions or online classes. And I miss you guys so much. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much.